roll in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of A Way With Words, the podcast. It's your girl Bree Stories.
It's A Tati.
And it's MJM Kid.
Period. Today we have a Tati production, so we're going in cold. We don't know what we're going to be talking about today. And I love that. But before we do that, I think, actually, let's do some church announcements first. I haven't done this in a while.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Please. So many things happen outside of this space. If you are here, especially if you're here visually, not that I don't appreciate the rest of y'all, but I really, really appreciate y'all who are looking at us. Also, turn on the Way With the Words of the podcast today on your YouTube, background noise or mute it, whatever.
Yeah, just
let
as
it
you
play.
work. Yeah,
just let it rock.
Exactly.
You know, really appreciate that if y'all do that. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube, if you're a listener, also not even to pander you in any way, but if you're a listener and you've only listened, check out the YouTube. The quality of this video is insane. You won't be disappointed. Also, speaking of that, where the quality of videos is not so great, my Patreon.
I was about to join you
my Patreon.
Stop it.
Follow me, Bree Stories, on Patreon. I do weekly video diaries. They're fun. I tell a lot of my business.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do that. You know, you can do either a $3, a $7, or a $25 holla.
Please do that. 25.
It's up to you. It's up to you. You know.
That $3 will sneak up on you when
sure.
you least expect
For
it.
sure.
When you least expect it. It always catches me by
I
surprise.
always appreciate it, because if we're going to let Apple Music do that to us, at least do it for the people that you really care about, you know? Black-owned business.
Yeah, I'm going to do one too.
But yeah, so Patreon is popping. What else? I think that, I have a second podcast, Your Morning Message, your weekday dose of perspective and intention. Every Monday through Friday, you can listen for 3 minutes a day to set yourself up on a good note. And yes, I do that as well. Subscribe, Your Morning Message, everywhere you find your podcast, including YouTube. So do that as well. And that's it. Love you.
That was like you about to be like, everybody say bye.
No.
Okay, so
Switch my feet.
today we are going to say what our dream concert lineup would be.
How fun.
A headliner and then 2 openers.
Got it. Okay, just give me time. You're going to have to go first, obviously.
Me? I
Because
didn't think about it at all.
Dream,
I definitely didn't
just
think about it.
Fuck, headliner?
Let me see.
Okay,
I'm trying not to be too biased.
Is it dead or
for
alive?
myself either.
Is it dead or alive?
No, just alive.
They have to be alive.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Thank you. Because that's really
That's
hard.
how concerts work.
No, but
Well,
it's a
unless you
dream.
want.
That's going to be so hard if they're
No.
not
dead.
It won't be.
Not dead.
It won't be for me.
Okay. Who's alive?
No, but that can come true.
2 openers and a headliner. Fuck. Okay, can I choose what kind of venue it is? This is not the point. I'm sorry.
I'm like, if we go out to really think this through, I'm going to need some time.
Right, because that does change.
No, we don't need any other details of
fine.
just who you would like to see.
Fuck. Okay, wait. I gotta get on my phone. Let me just look.
Tati, you ready?
Okay.
This is hard.
I know
This
she's ready.
is hard for me.
I'm really kind of not.
Because I'm thinking about right now.
Right.
That's what I want. I want it to be right now.
I'm trying to expand past right now. But you're right. I didn't need to think about right now. Who would I lose it for?
Yeah. I'm buying them tickets.
Maybe.
I mean, obviously my headliner is Beyonce because that's what I say to only her.
Mm-hmm. Though.
That's where I'm at.
A headliner and 2 openers? This is tough.
So now I need...
Maybe Destiny's Child would be my headliner.
I just watched that yesterday. That's crazy.
Yeah, maybe Destiny's Child could be the headliner.
That's such a 3-hour show because everybody need their solo now. That's so ridiculous.
No, it's gonna be strictly just I feel like if they did that they would keep it strictly for Destiny's Child.
Damn,
But they never do.
They haven't been on a tour.
Destiny's Fulfilled. They all got little.
No, but I'm talking about since they stopped touring together.
They would have to
they
do
haven't
some
been
of their
on
stuff on their own.
I feel like Destiny's Child is so prominent, and then you have somebody like Beyonce that has so much that
She's
it would
gonna
make
do
sense
it.
to just keep it Destiny's
I
Child.
would hope that they would.
Yeah, like I
Definitely.
feel like they should just keep it Destiny's Child.
This is hard.
But I'm thinking maybe Destiny's Child would be my headliner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
That's a
already
good one.
going, so
That's a good one. That's a good one.
that's a really good one.
Yeah. And I'm thinking
They're like, y'all got to get this. This is way too hard.
Here's the thing.
even though these words don't even sound right coming out of my mouth because never is he opening. He's never opened. Well, he has
Yeah, yes.
in his younger years.
So
For
like,
Janet.
yes. Right.
Oh,
I knew
But
it. I knew
yeah.
It.
And I'm
But he
thinking
can open up for Destiny's Child. They
I
going
don't know.
to
It
they going
still
to a
sounds.
stadium.
It still
Yeah,
sounds
like open
wild.
Up for, like
Yeah, it just sounds
He's just
wild.
the second
it wouldn't
act.
be like
It would
in real
have to
life,
be
it would
like-
Destiny's Child alongside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have to
Like,
be like
it
the
wouldn't be-
the
The
way they
combined.
marketed the Millennium Tour in a
Oh,
way.
right.
Like it would have to be like
Yeah, I
Destiny's
understand.
Child. It would be Destiny's Child, Usher, and Brandy.
Oh,
It would have to be like
Yeah.
that's not no.
That
But
would
those are
be-
all major.
Okay.
I was thinking about it
to
from like
cop
a
out.
major, regular.
Oh, you mean like a
smaller.
major
Yeah,
and
that's what
then
I was
too
doing.
small?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Oh, I wasn't doing that. I'm thinking like my dream, like just see these two people.
But some of the
and
small people
then-
I would like to see open up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, not me though. I
No,
mean,
yeah.
not that I would like to see
like,
it,
yeah,
but
but
like
not
my
me.
dream show, I'm not
Right.
even thinking about. Like,
But
Chloe
that's
and Halle,
one
love
show.
you girls, but not thinking about y'all. Not thinking about Megan. Not thinking about y'all. Like I'm thinking about.
No. But I also have a hip hop one too,
But
and that'd be the
also-
hard part. I be always battling
Right.
between my like
That's
R&B and my hip hop.
I'm like itching. I'm
Side.
like losing it. I don't know what to do. I'm about to cop out because I have 3 people in mind and it's just a cop out because I don't want to think about it no more. It's stressing me out.
And go ahead, girl. Say
I
your
don't
3.
want to because it's like, what if I
Do
don't
it.
mean
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do
I'm
it.
gonna say headliner would. If you said Dead or Alive, my
Now.
headliner would be Prince.
No.
I know.
Why
but
are you forcing it? I
that's-
said no.
That's my dream show. Like,
But that's not
I know.
what we're doing.
Okay, so headliner Janet Jackson, openers. I said Miguel and Division
Okay. Why was that a cop out?
because it can be so much grander than that.
Oh.
But I just can't think about it no more because it's gonna stress me out.
Okay.
But like if I went to a show tonight, like if it was 2-day, I would lose my fucking mind.
Yeah.
I would lose it. I would lose it.
Yeah, obviously it'd be Janet being Chris, but that's kind of ridiculous though.
That's not ridiculous at all.
Janet
Of course
B
I'm
and
going.
Chris.
Yeah, but it's just like I'll never do that. But I guess it's the dream.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why it's a dream.
I would love to see that show. But
That would be a good show.
it's nothing to entertain me. I want movement. I want production.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that from everybody.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Okay.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah,
That
'cause
was
I'm
great,
stressed.
guys.
It
Almost
stressed me
10
out.
minutes
Like,
of that.
Thanks for your time.
oh my God. Okay.
check in.
Hi, I'm Brianna. Physically, I have to pee. I shouldn't. I know, but I do. Okay, I'm not gonna. Remember back in the day when I used to like go pee while we were recording?
We weren't
Yeah.
doing film. Everybody used to get
We
up.
all have done that. Did
No,
that
we
at
used
some
to do
point.
it when we did video too.
Oh, really? I just edited it out.
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh, I never did that in video.
Oh my God,
okay.
yeah, that has happened. Physically, I have to pee. Emotionally, I'm so stressed now because of that question. I'm still stressed about it. I feel wrong. I don't know what to do about that. Okay. My
Calm
attention
down.
is
You're
currently
like-
on. I know, like that really stressed me out. My attention is currently on food.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
Spiritually,
love food.
I feel. Spiritually, I feel up there. Like I feel like I'm amongst.
I like when you
The
use those
spiritual.
terms. That's cool. Physically, I feel I'm a little chilly now, but not
Yeah.
my emotions.
Emotions. You would hear that at your show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty neutral right now. Just kind of coasting.
Coasting.
Everything's pretty leveled with my emotions. My attention is on food as well. I'm pretty hungry.
Pretty hungry.
And spiritually, I am blessed.
You are. Show.
Physically, Physically, I feel a little drunk.
Oh.
I'm glad somebody said it. Okay.
Emotionally,
Not McGee.
I am happy. My attention is also on food.
I
And
can do that too. I just gotta do it this way.
okay.
I gotta do it this way.
I do this all the time.
All right, guys.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
And spiritually, I feel guided.
Okay, period.
So,
I'm sorry. Sorry.
oh my gosh, I choked. Okay, so today
That's what she said.
I saw. I would never say that.
I didn't say you.
So I saw a post on Facebook from a friend of the show, Josiah Woods, and it read,
Josiah
"Lady."
Woods.
That's his name on Facebook.
Oh.
Yep.
Cool.
And it read, ladies, please stop telling your friends how good the dick is.
Oh.
That's only gonna lead her to finding out
That's
how
not true.
good the dick is.
That's not true.
Your friends.
Yes.
That's not true.
And I found this to be so problematic on so many levels. Like it made me think about, what are we considering real friends? Like the people that we are allowing around us.
Yeah.
What is a real friend? Or are there even, do we think that there should be those types of like boundaries in our real friendships? And so, but like my first question is, just a blanket statement, do we believe that statement to be true? And have you ever experienced that in your life?
I definitely have had someone have sex with my boyfriend.
That was a friend of
who I was
yours.
friends with.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if they had sex, but they started whether they fucked or not, they began something inappropriate for me to have been with him at the time.
Right.
But this was high school, and I've compartmentalized that person. So like I'm not, when I say like best friends, real friend, and I'm not even saying this person is a fake friend, but like when I say like real friends, best friends, I'm not thinking of that person. So like, and y'all know better than anybody. One thing I'm gonna talk about is the dick I'm getting.
Yeah.
Period. And I do that with y'all freely because I'm not thinking, that's not even a thought that crosses my mind.
Exactly.
I don't even think that. So I know that might be true for some people, but it's not true for me.
I was just about to say that too.
It
I know
absolutely
it's definitely
is
true for some people.
Yeah, but not for me.
Yeah, it is. It's not for me either.
Right. So you've never, I have never experienced this in my life. I'm also not the most graphic.
Yeah.
I'm not the most graphic
not.
storyteller.
She's not like you and me.
I'm not like, girl,
Right.
and then this and this and this, and he did this.
You have to ask Tati those questions. Okay,
Yeah,
so
no.
was it? And so was it? She'll answer.
Yeah, I will. I'm an
but
open
unsolicited,
book.
You have told me one thing.
I mean, I'm sure.
That if I was a fake friend, I would be like, what that be like?
What did I tell you?
Can I tell you right here?
Nope.
Tell me later.
I'm gonna text it to you.
You said you're gonna text it to me?
Can I say it out loud?
No.
She don't want you to say that.
You're right.
No, because I don't know what it is. That's why I'm like, no. Okay, but anyways, yeah. I'm not the most like graphic like with my friends anyways, but as they both just said, they are very graphic and they like we tell each other everything. They tell us everything, and it's never. I've never been like sitting at the table and been like listening to Bree. Like, first of all, we all gather around to hear Bree's stories, and it's such an event.
It is.
But we've never all been sitting around the table, and I've never had the thought to myself like, you better stop telling these hoes because
right.
somebody gonna J down on that dick
I'm
and she
going
ain't
as
looking.
far as showing y'all videos.
Yeah, exactly.
So like usually with consent, I usually let the people know. Like, if I got a video with you, I'm going to tell you, like, I'm not going to be the only one watching this.
Right, when it's on
and I give people the opportunity to tell me if they're not okay with that. But if a nigga never tell me that they're not okay with that, I'm showing my friends.
Yeah.
They're going to see your dick. They're going to see your balls probably. Like, they're going to see maybe your gooch. I don't know.
She's
they're gonna
very
see
reckless,
it.
guys.
So they're gonna see it.
They're going to see it. But with consent. I don't do that without people's
She's
consent.
very reckless. You've done that like while they're in the room.
I have.
And I was like, Bree.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I was like, Bree, stop. Like,
Yeah,
I had to tell her, like, this
it
is
takes
a bit
lot to be
wild.
my partner. I know I put my partners through a lot.
I was like, this may be a bit wild.
Welcome to Stories Land.
Nah. So, not necessarily related to sex,
Yeah.
but have you ever shied away from sharing good news with, you know, and like with like friends or family in fear that it will be taken away? Or that your joy will be taken away, or just like that it'll be met with any type of response that's not promoting the happiness that you're feeling at the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. I have close friends that I have come to the conclusion of, like, we all just need to feel safe in every form. And I have close friends where my positivity, I don't feel safe being my most positive self around them because they're not very positive, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
So those friends I might not run to and be like, guess what? The same way that I would y'all.
Yeah.
So yes.
And do those experiences did it ever make you feel like they were any less of your friend, or like that friendship was any less validated because you didn't feel safe to be your, in a sense, like highest self?
Right. That might be something that I need to reflect on, but because the people that I have that experience with, because y'all know all of my friends, like, me and y'all have been friends for over a decade, and y'all are like my latest friends, except for one other friend.
Right.
But like all of my friends have been my friends since I was a child. And so I think in my mind that means a lot, even though it shouldn't, you know. But I think I always give people the benefit of the doubt where I'm like, I can adjust before I decide, like, oh, this person isn't my friend or they're not a real friend. Unless they, like, really do something to me. But if it's just a matter of, like, damn, this bitch kind of always got an attitude or, like, always got something to say, like, I don't really hold that against them. I just know, like, not even on a conscious level, I just stopped going to that person with my good news, or those people, like, I just don't do that. But it hasn't really made me think, like, is that my friend if that's the case, you know?
Right.
But yeah, I just don't share those things with those people.
I have definitely never felt that way in my friendships. Every friend, you know, similar to like you, every friend that I have has been my friend for years on top of years, you know, and I've never had any person that I've ever really called my friend. I've never had a reason to doubt that friendship or doubt their love for me or support for me, and vice versa. So in all of my friendships, I feel very safe to be any form of myself, even if it's like completely opposite of them. Like my friends can come in the door, like y'all can come in like turned up, like, hey, and I'll be like, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, you know, and I'm fine with that too. You know, like I don't, you know, I'm fine with being any version of myself. And I think that anytime that I've ever second guessed saying something, it was never in fear of what type of response or judgment I would get from my friends. It was me being afraid of the judgment that like I was giving myself more so. And then just like saying it out loud, it just makes it more real. But it's never because I was afraid of
like this is gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, or you know, or they're gonna rain on my parade, or just like anything, you know, like I always know that like my friends are gonna be like in support of whatever I'm in support of. But
I love that.
I love it too.
I'm glad that I'm a part of that tribe.
Me too.
You definitely are.
Yeah.
And we touched on it a little bit just now about, can a person really be considered a friend if you don't feel like you can always be yourself around them?
I do think that I think yes, but only because I don't take that as a reflection of how they feel about me. I take it as a reflection of how they feel about themselves. his or herself.
Yeah.
I'm like themself, them. But anyway, yeah, I don't take that and think like, wow, this bitch must really hate me, because every time I come around with something good, they not happy, or they're just
Constantly picking at you.
Yeah, like I don't think of it as they don't like me. I think of it as not even always they don't like themselves. Like they just have an aura of dislike around them that they don't. That's all they have to give. You know, like if all you have is negativity, that's all you're gonna give out. So it's like I can't expect this person to be positive with me if they're not very positive about and with themselves. You know, so I don't. I think I just always see it nuanced, and I do think that it's different because I know people too where it's just like only with this person you act like that, or only with me you act like that, you know, or I see you have the capacity to do this, and this over here. I haven't experienced that, but when people are just like kind of just negative, like on their own, I'm like, that's not my judge, but I'm also empathetic to it, and I'm not gonna be like, that makes you a bad friend.
Right.
It's like that's just all you got. And
We see when you see.
so I know when I need positivity, I'm not coming to you for it.
Exactly. You separate that.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's healthy to keep, friendships like that?
So I think that as an adult, all of our friendships kind of ebb and flow. And the people in my life that are like that are not my constant friends. They're not people that I keep up with even on a weekly basis. Because, like, me and you are in a phase now where we don't talk every single day. But we have a routine with one another. But those people aren't even like that. So it's like, at this point, it's just like, all I can do is be present in the spaces that we do come together.
Yes.
And I'm not really worried about it outside of that.
When I think about it, I feel like the friendships where there are those types of situations where it's like, oh, like I'm in a good mood, but then this person is always down, or I'm nervous to tell this person this certain thing because of that. I think those are the friendships that unknowingly turn into the thing that from the post.
Right.
Where like I feel like those are the ones I feel like they don't have that tendency to creep over into that other side, because like when I read it, I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, well, that's not your friend. Like if somebody would do that, I'm like, then that's clearly not your friend. I'm like, but that's the friend that has the asterisk where like I don't think
this kind of friend.
Anytime I've ever heard of somebody being betrayed or like hurt by like a close friend of theirs, I feel like when I hear the story, it always comes it's but there's this and this about this person. Like it's never like a complete like how it's never like a complete like how could they, or I never would have guessed it, or we're we're thick as thieves, we do everything together, like this person would I never would have thought this. It's never usually like that. It's always some type of like asterisk, like I said, that like goes along with it, and it's kind of like it makes you think that in hindsight, though, a lot of those situations could be prevented.
Right.
If you were weeding these people.
But also, I'm not gonna have the same energy for the person that is that. Whereas like this and all of these other things before that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be the same type of. Well, I'm not going to. I might be angry, but I'm not gonna express the same type of anger for the friend who is already kind of like, I don't know, like it would be y'all that I'm like ready to fight, because it's like, bitch, what are you talking about? Like this is my actual friend. Yeah. So I wouldn't even have the same energy for those people, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like our dynamic, like as friends, relies so much on the way we communicate and how we communicate, like so open and freely, and we just say anything. And when like when people come around us that aren't around us often, or like it's their first time, they're always kind of like taken aback, like they love it, but they're always like taken aback for a second, and it's like you go home and like you ride in the car and they be like, y'all niggas crazy, but I love y'all. It's always like that. And I feel like our friendship relies so much on that that it's insulting that men reduce our whole friendship circle obviously isn't just women, but it's insulting that men often can reduce that love or like that bond that women have to just this simple like, you better stop telling your bitches about how
like,
good your niggas dick
them
is,
not these
because
type of
yeah, like
friends.
that has like, that is not my friend. Like don't make such a blanket statement like that, like, cause that's not my friend.
Right.
Like if that whoever that person is that you whatever shorty you thought was like giving you the eye or was like winking at you from the side of the room, that wasn't my friend
At all.
like like
At
so
all.
don't, you know, like don't connect the two, or don't try to you know,
true.
like quiet me down, or
Right.
try to tell me that I'm doing something wrong, or tell me what I need to change in my life, or be like, well, you wouldn't this wouldn't happen to you if you was doing, you know, doing better. And it's like, no, that has
that's
yeah,
not
like
the
that has
case.
nothing to do with that. Do
Not
you
over
feel
here.
like there are signs that people give you to let you know, like, this might not be a friend?
If you
I
pay
really
attention.
think that nowadays I really rely on how I feel in the presence of other people. And so I try not to judge people. Like I try not to like make a thing about a person. Like, oh, this person is this, or because I don't know. But all I know is it don't feel good, or this thing didn't really curl over the way I wanted it to when we talked about something. And so I don't really, honestly, like my intuition is so strong, and I don't even be in. I swear to God, I have friends who have brought me around people and have continued to bring me around people, and it's never been like, even when we tried, or even when we'd be like, "Oh, girl, you cool? Like, let's exchange numbers." Da, 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 da. I would never have the urge to be like, to follow through with that. Like, oh, I'm gonna call this person, she was cool, da, da, da. And then months later, the friend who brought us together would be like, yeah, that bitch is a lame, she a liar, she did this, da, da, da. And I'm like, and I just can't help but wonder, like, interesting how we had the opportunity to like link on our own, and I just didn't feel called to it. Like I just wasn't like, oh yeah, let me follow up with her, let me call her, you know. And so I feel like my intuition I don't even be around people. Like, I don't even take space with people that I have to, like, think twice about, or be like, what is it about this person? Because I just don't even take space with them too long.
Yeah, same.
I'm cordial with everybody, though. I'm cool with everybody.
Same. I completely agree. I think that, I mean, as you guys know, I can be a very closed off person to like new people anyways, because of all the great things that I just said about my friends. I've always gone through life as a child. I mean, like as a 5-year-old, when I had like my first like best friend, and then I moved from Chicago to Minnesota, and I went to Minnesota, and I would tell like the only other little black girl that was in the school with me and that became my friend, I'd be like, I already have a best friend, so don't forget that. Like
Exactly.
basically,
You're
like
not
I
my
would,
best friend.
yeah, I would be like, let's
cool.
just get that clear. Like we can kiki and like play a
Right.
little bit, but and I've always been that way. Like I have my friends, so people very rarely ever even get an opportunity
To get that
to
close,
to backstab me or do something like that I would, you know, that would be so like out of left field. That rarely ever happens. But I am in plenty of scenarios where I feel like I watch my friends'
Yeah.
and I'll just be sitting back,
Like,
and then like I'll tell them like that's not your friend. Like, or I'll be like, I don't like her, or I don't like him. You know, like I watch I go through those types of scenarios all the time. But like you said, like I'm very cordial. It's none of my business.
Right.
Like
And
my
with me, when you
friends,
tell me that, I'll be like, I know. But I'm like, I'm cool peoples, and I'll be like, that's not the bitch that I call. That's not like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? But like when I'm like everybody's invited, I literally mean everybody's invited. Like we have to have like some unresolved, you really wronging me for me to be like everybody but this bitch. Like I really have to. You got to be blocked in my phone for me to be like, that person can't come. I just had this conversation with a good friend of ours, of mine, a week or so ago, where they were like, why are you not fucking with me? Because we came together through someone that I don't talk to anymore. So we had to reestablish our connection, because when I'm serious, I am serious. Like, I fuck with everybody, and I'll always keep it open until I can't anymore. And when I can't no more, I'm never gonna. Like, so I always have to reestablish those relationships with people that may have been like in the crossfire, or like might have been a part of our little unit or whatever. But other than that, it'd probably be all types of people in my house, and like you and my mama would be like, girl, why are you hanging? I'm like, I'm not talking to that girl. Like that's not my friend. But like everybody's invited. Like I just don't think that deeply about that.
I definitely have to come to the like conclusion and acceptance that like my friends are like the life of the party.
Yeah, we're friendly.
Like
we're
my
friendly
friends are like everybody gravitates towards them. You know, everybody's coming to Michael's parties. Everybody's gonna come to Bree's party. Like and very rarely are they gonna be like, oh no, they can't come in here. You know, so I've definitely just had to like, you know, just sit back and be like. like okay, like right. Whatever. But yeah, I definitely watch things from afar and then like just get the tea like down the road. It'll be a couple of months later or something, and they'll be like, so such and such did this and this, and I'll be like, I'm not surprised. Like I'll be like, I told you that wasn't your friend. But it is what it is. C'est la vie. But yeah, I think you can definitely. It's definitely a vibe thing.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of the times with those people, I always will say, even now in some cases, yes, people have flat out done offenses where I'll be like, no, there's a very good reason why I don't like this person or why I think this person isn't your friend. Yeah. But a lot of times I won't have a reason. Yeah. A lot of times I won't have a solid, they did this, and so this is why I don't trust them. Like, and I'll say it. I'll be like, I could be wrong. I'll be like, I could be wrong. Like, they've never done anything up until this point. I could be wrong. But then I'll be right. So it's definitely a vibe check.
Friends, like we say weird now, like that's like the thing that we all say, like, oh, that bitch weird. I got friends that are weird, like legit. Like I know, like this is a weird girl, but that's my fucking dog. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And it's also that, and I think it's also about being willing to kind of dig deeper than the surface with certain people. Yeah. Because it's like, yeah, that's true, but also these other things are true. And these other things mean more to me than the fact that, like, you kind of weird. Like, you
and weird don't make you disloyal. Like, weird, depending on, now, the way people use weird these days can mean that. Yes. But the way that, like, how you were just saying, like, you have weird friends, like, weird doesn't mean disloyal. Weird just means, like, it's just another word for unique, damn near. Like, no, in a sense.
Not really. I mean weird, like, you just don't, and weird meaning,
socially
like,
weird?
Yeah, like, in
anything.
I'm talking about, like, in the way that I look at friends, right? So, if you're coming into my life to be my friend, it's very easy for me to look at you like you're weird because I have an unspoken, like, we just have a way of operating. Like, all of my friends, even my friends that aren't friends with each other, like, all of us just have a way of operating. So when somebody comes into my life and they, like, aren't a very good communicator, or, like, maybe they're, like, flaky, but, like, never have nothing to say about it, like, I'd be like, that bitch weird. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that doesn't mean I'm looking at you like you're a bad person, or, like, you're not worthy of friendship, stuff like that. But you are weird. That is weird. But I don't know. I
don't mean that.
I don't know.
And you definitely got to tell the difference, because sometimes you'll have friends that become like territorial over you, and they'll try to make you think somebody else is an op,
something else,
just because they don't necessarily want to share your friendship.
And I don't have that issue at all.
Like, watch her, watch him. And
I'm happy I don't have that issue at all. Like, I have so many different friends from so many different, like, groups. And
me too.
And I think for the most part, all of us are good at kind of bringing our friends together. Like, when it makes sense to, you know, we obviously spend one-on-one time with people as needed, but we're always able to bring people together.
I have a close friend that used to be like that.
Yeah, like
if I would bring another friend around, it's like,
really?
I don't want to share anybody with you. I mean, that was the energy.
Yeah. Right.
That's when you have to pay attention. You have to realize, like, have to see, like, what are your intentions? Like, are you really telling me something because you looking out for me and you just got a bad vibe for somebody? Or are you being a jealous friend? Like, and you just don't want nobody else around me?
Right. Yeah, I don't have that. I'm glad, too, because I'll be like, girl.
Yeah, me neither.
I think that I more so have
I got a problem with I'm just kidding.
One thing that I do have, though, is I get mad at Dana and Michael a lot.
Aww.
Because I for real, because sometimes I do be feeling like, why can't I be included? Like, you know, like, I know that y'all like vegan food and stuff, like, whatever.
That don't even be why. She could be down the street.
I know, but, like, literally, but y'all be coming to the city.
We do come to the city.
And so sometimes I'll be like, I just don't understand why I wasn't called.
Right.
Like, when it makes sense. I'm not ever going to be mad at y'all when y'all at Bar Louie down the street.
This is a real life,
I'm dead ass.
like a real like grief.
I'm dead ass. Like,
I was like,
no, because I was just saying I don't have any friends like that, but then I just thought to myself, like, but maybe sometimes you're like that. But I don't think that I don't like pressure y'all with that. I don't like make y'all,
No, yeah,
I don't
you
like
don't.
say nothing to y'all
Right.
about it. But I do be like, so if
Well,
y'all was
now we
coming to the
know.
city, like, why wouldn't y'all just include me?
Well, I don't know her thought process, but mine is like I know everybody
I know her thought
is
process.
working from home,
bitch.
and so she and I don't. We free during the day.
She's a bitch.
So
Yep,
I'll be like,
she's a bitch. That's your
she'd be like,
answer?
let's go get some food. I'll be like, yeah, let's
he said,
go.
I don't know her thought process, and I said, I do. She's a bitch. No, for real, cause she knows me. She's come and picked me up. Y'all know I don't give a fuck about that job.
I don't
Y'all
know,
know I
I
don't
don't
give
know
a fuck
what
about that
time
job.
of day you busy and when not.
But y'all know I don't give a fuck about that job. Dana has called me. That's the thing. When she not kicking it with you, she'll call me and be like,
Yeah.
well, what time are your meetings? Let's go. Da, da, da.
Right.
And it's just like, okay, you could do that when it's just me, but whatever.
Yeah,
but I
I
love
get
y'all.
it.
And the reason why I don't be pressuring y'all about it is because I also see the value in one-on-one time.
Oh.
Like, I should be able to hang out with Tati and you not be like, are y'all fucking serious? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we do it all the time.
Right.
So I do. Also, I see it always.
Yeah. I mean, all we do is argue. So.
And I also know I'm the no friend too. I'm also the friend that most people know. Like, 9 times out of 10, I might not be like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I do be like, I'll be like, can y'all just come over here? And Dana don't be trying to do that. Dana don't be trying to sit in the house.
Between me and her, she definitely don't.
Yeah,
I'd be like, yeah, I'll come
You'll
over
be
there.
like, bet. You would compromise. But Dana would be like, I just really wanted to go to this place.
She
And I'll be like,
does.
can't
She
you just
does.
get the food and bring it here?
And
She'd be like, no, I just
that's
really,
how our conversation starts. It
She
was like,
just-
I want to go here right now. When can you be
right
available?
now. Right.
And I'll be like, well, fine then. I don't actually have nothing
But that's
to do.
why she don't call me. Because she knows that, like,
I guess we just figured it out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. She's a bitch. That's why you were like, I don't know her thought process, and I'm like, I do. She thinks that she knows that she don't. But whatever.
Right.
I
Great.
miss Dana. She gotta come back.
I know she's been gone for a while actually. Like, damn, what a long trip.
Yeah, she's ridiculous.
Yeah, and she was supposed to have been back.
Yeah, she extended. for
She
sure.
gonna, I'm about to say she gonna
Yeah.
fuck around and not come back fucking with her.
Well,
Anyway,
that's all I have today.
That was great.
that
for
was
you
good.
folks.
That was good.
Congrats.
What's the more? What is the takeaway? What do you want people to like leave with?
And that specifically in this scenario that Josiah Woods laid out for us about telling somebody how good the dick is and then they go try to go find out for themselves, that just wasn't your friend.
Not your friend.
Not your friend.
So
And tell them niggas that ain't your friend too, because don't have these niggas thinking that they can slap each other on the back like, yeah, I fucked her and her friend. No, you didn't. You fucked her. You fucked me and a bitch I hang out with sometimes. Like, don't overdo
Yeah,
it.
there you
Don't
go.
overdo it.
yeah.
That's what they need to know.
And now she got a black eye. So it ain't even nothing to like. It ain't even nothing to
That's
brag
right.
about. She ain't even cute no more.
Here, yeah. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, Tati, for such a well thought out episode. Please continue to do all the things that you have always done. Follow us on every place that we can be followed at Away with Words, the podcast on Instagram. And you can follow me there as well at Bree.stories and at Bree_stories on Twitter. You can
Oh,
follow-
this is my underscore.
You can follow at Tati on Instagram and at Hey Tati on Twitter. And please do yourself a favor, follow at MJM Kid and at Moments_Stu because you just should. And his birthday's coming up soon.
Woo!
All right, we love y'all so much, and we'll see you next week. Everybody say peace. That's not what I said. Bye.
Bye.
Everybody say peace.
So I said peace.